So I got some flowers from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has the best, cheapest flowers. When I went today, they had peonies. Got 2 colors that are gonna be just gorgeous. What I learned today is that you wanna buy them with the bulbs closed so that they sprout, because if you buy them like this, it's pretty much sprouted and now it'll go bad. But if you buy them like this, you can literally watch them sprout. I bought bulbed ones and then like one big one open, the lady said, because you know, you buy flowers, you want it to look pretty like immediately. So buy one that's kind of open and then the rest bulbed. I think they're so beautiful and I love the colors. All the women in Trader Joe's were just hyped. If you wanted to know where all the women were, go to the flower section. Everyone was so hyped over these flowers. I guess they're in season or something. And I came right on time. Other thing, like, it was just so packed in Trader Joe's and I was like, oh my God. I was listening to what they were saying about buying ones closed and I had already picked out ones that were open because I didn't know. And it was just so packed and I was feeling like really anxious. I'm like, oh my God, like I felt like I needed to rush, but I had to be like, no, Tori, you have the right to be here, take up space, pick out your flowers. And on the drive home, like I was just so pleased with my purchase because I took my time. I literally got 2 ones with one sprouting in each one and the rest bulb, so it's like very symmetrical. I'm really happy that I got what I got and I didn't rush myself. So this is just an indicator that if you feel rushed by your surrounding environment, it doesn't even have to be someone who's actually rushing you. It could just be your anxiety, like, oh my God, I need to get up out of here, like I'm taking up too much space or I'm in the flower section for too long. No, people can move around you, get there as long as you want to, and you know, just breathe through it, talk yourself through it. And I'm so happy I did, because I would have been so very upset driving home with mismatching peonies because I rushed myself. Not because anybody else rushed me, but because I rushed myself.
Man, I can always tell people who have been through significant childhood trauma because we don't know how to just take up space, man. I was at this restaurant, so I was going to put up my dishes because I had a nice vegetarian sandwich, and so there was a lady that was standing there and she was getting some stuff for her coffee, and so I just stood there very nicely and relaxed. I didn't say a word. I was waiting patiently, and she just goes, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, ma'am, you've done nothing wrong. It's okay for you to just take up space. I can wait. There was no reason for her to apologize. And the only reason she would apologize is if she felt rushed. And I was not rushing her, but you know who was? That childhood trauma, like, it's fine, man. It's fine. The hypervigilance that just most people live with on a daily basis is absolutely nerve-wracking. You don't have to apologize for existing.
Yeah, that's what was going on in Trader Joe's. We love a good floral arrangement. They smell pretty good too. They smell like real flowers. Put them in this big jar. Let's see if it's the right size. Yeah. I'm gonna take some of these off because we don't need all that. So it's Memorial Day weekend. I am doing nothing because my life is pretty simple, not much going on. But I did go on a solo date last night, and because I've just been doing stuff for work and I just have not been out at all, like really to do anything nice. So I went yesterday and I was a little anxious, like I didn't want to go by myself. It was getting late at night, you know, we have to think about those things as females, but I was like, you know what, I'm divinely protected. I got my pepper spray. I'm just gonna go on and enjoy myself. And I went to this really nice restaurant in downtown and I ordered lychee, this like lychee wine. And it was really, really good. Lychee, and the fruit lychee tastes so good. I hope I'm saying it properly, but the fruit tastes so good. And I got that, it was like a martini. And I got a lobster linguine. And I was like sitting right by the water. And like at first it was so awkward. Not that anybody was really watching me, because literally no one really cares. Like everybody's doing their own thing, focused on themselves. But you know, when you're in your own body, you feel everything on 1,000. So I just felt really awkward, and I was like, should I get on my phone? But no, I don't want to look like that. I want to be present. Just a bunch of like extra shit. But once my drink came, that kind of sedated me a little bit, and I ended up really enjoying myself, and it was really just nice. I walked around the water area, and I listened to music, and I just really spent time with myself, and I like myself. Me, myself, and we have a good time together, and I just feel like I want to do that more often. I want to go out into the world more often, not just for necessities like grocery shopping and things like that. Like I really want to like go explore and stuff, travel, all that good stuff, you know? Hi guys. You see the vibes. This is Miami. Let me put some water here now. I think that's just more than enough. It's so funny how like people can hinder you, you know, because if I didn't have anyone, then I wouldn't be waiting on anyone. So I'm gonna just start acting like I don't got nobody. That's kind of my thing, honestly. Look at this one. So pretty. This one really blossomed. This is how they look like when they're really open. So this whole thing is just gonna be.
See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. Baby, I don't know why you're treating me so bad. You said you love me, no one above me, and I was all you had. And all my heart is ignoring, I can't stop crying. I don't know how I allow you to treat me this way, and still I'd stay. See, my days are cold without you.
Okay, it's great for gut health, good probiotic. And I get this brand called 221 BC. Really good. Honestly, I've tried a bunch of kombuchas in the last year, and this is honestly my favorite brand. Kombucha can be very like strong in terms of like an apple cider vinegary taste, but this one is very light, very fresh, very refreshing, and I love the lavender and moringa flavor. I drink these throughout the week. You don't want to overdo it with kombucha because it's fermented, and so it has alcohol in it, and you don't want to do that to your liver, but it has a lot of good benefits too. So everything in moderation, but yeah, so good. I just got back from the gym. I had a really good workout. I've been working more on weightlifting than cardio. I think I was just intimidated to do like weightlifting. I don't know why, but I was just very intimidated, so I just stuck to cardio, the elliptical. That was my thing. But now I'm like, no, we want to like bulk up a little, get a little bit of muscle, especially since I have a better eating habit. I'm losing weight, I'm a lot thinner, and so I need to bulk up through muscle. So we're weightlifting. I was in there. Ooh. So good. Try it out. So I'm trying to incorporate swimming into my exercising regimen. So it's literally 8:09 a.m. on a Sunday, and I have the pool all to myself. There's a woman over there, she's ruining the vibe, but whatever. And I'm gonna go swimming. Today is wash day, so it works perfectly because I'll go swim and then I can wash my break. You already know we can't swim how others swim. I have to be like strategic about when I go. But yeah, I'm really excited.
I'm feeling high. My money's gone. I'm all alone. My money's gone. I'm all alone. Too much to say. The world keeps turning. The world keeps turning. The world keeps turning. Damn. Peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. Damn. If your knowledge were your wealth, then it would be well earned. Damn. And we were made in His image, then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same.
These are blueberry pancakes with blueberry, raspberry, strawberries with some coconut Cool Whip, a beet juice. Okay. Just a little update, guys. I have been, honestly, I started my healthy eating journey, I'd say about like 2 years ago when 2 to 3 years ago when I moved to North Carolina and I was living on my own, and it was like, okay, now I gotta cook for myself. I had never lived on my own before. When I was in college, I would just go to the dorm or the eating hall to eat. And then for a while I lived with my sister, so she was cooking bomb food. But then when I got to North Carolina, I really had to cook on my own because I was alone there. I had no one, didn't know no one, couldn't go to nobody's house to get no food. It was either takeout or learn how to cook. So I did, and I started like finding what I like to eat and what made my body feel good. And of course, like when I first started cooking, I was just attempting to cook pretty much anything that I grew up on, because we're creatures of habit. So if we grow up on a certain food, we're gonna eat that certain food. So I'm trying to cook ribs, pork chops, and fish and stuff, which is cool. But then like I noticed, like I started to try and cook like I made it was like a sweet potato, and it had like mad vegetables on it, like purple vegetables and stuff, and then had like shrimp on top. I think that's when I really started trying to incorporate more healthy eating habits. Then my sister, she got into just herbs and veganism, Dr. Sebi, that kind of route, and she started telling me about it. So now I liked cooking. Like when I got there, I was like, I don't know how to cook, and then I started cooking, and I was like, wow, I actually really enjoy cooking. So now I started diving into the veganism and alkaline foods and trying to be creative with vegetables and different kinds of mushrooms and stuff like that. And it's just been like such a whole journey. I'm not vegan or plant-based. I like to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. I eat so many more fresh fruits than I never used to. I never used to eat fruit. Like, aside from the summers when my dad would like buy a watermelon and like cut it up, and I was not even really eating those. I was not eating fruit. Crazy. And I started realizing that I don't really like to eat fruit. Like cutting it up and all that stuff is very like, I don't know, it's just like not my vibe. So I started making smoothies, and I love making smoothies. Like the act of putting all these different concoctions, the rose powder, the spirulina, the coconut shreds, the dates, and having it all blend together into a beautifully colored liquid is just like so satisfying to me. And that was how I was getting my fruit consumption. And then I was like, okay, well, we need to level it up, because I know it's healthy to eat fresh fruit over frozen fruit. So now I started buying fruits, mainly berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. All of those are great antioxidants. They help to fight disease and they taste really, really good. So I started buying those. That's kind of like my rotation. I just do berries every week. And it's such an easy snack. If you're hungry and you just want something quick, the fruits are right there. You don't have to do anything but plate it. You don't have to heat it up. You don't have to cut it up. It's all just there for you. And like incorporating coconut water, drinking more water, drinking a specific kind of water, because all water is not the same. Some water is not good for you. It's just pretty much like drinking tap water. Don't drink tap water. There's a whole lot of horrible things in there. They're not properly filtering the tap water. I know it seems like a lot. Like even when we went to the store, wild rice is supposedly the best rice to eat. $12 for a small bag, yet a huge bag of white rice is $5. You just look, you can see the little things that they're doing to try and kill you. America is so sick, bro. Like the amount of obesity in this country that leads to different diseases is sickening. It's disgusting, and we're lost in the sauce. We're literally lost in a cancerous sauce. And so I'm just here to spread the word and be a voice of reason. And I really just truly want to help people. I'm tired of seeing people sick inside and outside the hospitals. Family members, like, I'm tired of it. I know we're not going to live forever, but we can live a quality life and enjoy it and enjoy food. Food doesn't have to be tasteless to be healthy. There's so many good things, and if you kind of change your mindset, you can have a very, very enjoyable experience. And life is about balance. That's why I say I'm not vegan. Like, I eat meat, especially when I go out. I like to go to new restaurants, try new foods, and it's so fun and I really, really enjoy it. But majority of the time I'm cooking my own food. I'm eating things that I know would digest it in my body good, that are healthy for me, that are nourishing for me. Everything you put in your body then turns into a cell, and it either can help your body or hurt your body. And so I'm not saying you have to drink celery juice every day and eat salads 24/7, but the proportion in which you eat a healthy, well-balanced diet needs to outweigh the chips and the Taco Bell and the Shake Shack and the McDonald's and all those things. You can't be eating those on a continuous basis. Now I know different people have different situations. This coconut water is $5. Ridiculous. But I am putting the value more on food items than materialistic items. So my priorities are food above anything else. So I would rather spend $5 on a coconut water than $5 on a new shirt. You know what I'm saying? Put the value in what you're putting into your body first and foremost. I say all that to say, I've been on this journey for about 3 years, and it's only getting better and better, and I'm so passionate about it and so excited about it and so just like, I just love it. I truly, truly love it. I feel like I really have found my purpose, one of my purposes. But I say all that to say, I got my period around 12 years old, and I was so excited. I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, I'm a woman. Oh my God. And literally like 30 minutes into my first period, I was shriveled up on the couch in severe excruciating pain that I had never felt before. And it was so sad and depressing because I knew that this pain was going to be lifelong until my menopause kicked in, or sadly in my household, fibroids is very common in my family. And so those often have led to things like hysterectomies, which is the removal of the uterus. So then of course you wouldn't have a period anymore. That of course didn't kick into me at 12. I was just like, dang, like I'm in pain. Where's the Motrin? And so let's just say that I would, from 12 to honestly now, I was popping Motrin. First off, my periods were like 7 days long. I would pop Motrin 5 days of my period, 5 out of the 7. I'd pop 4 pills with each, pain relief. And I'd pop 4 pills 4 times a day. So it's like 16 freaking Motrins a day. Can you imagine what my body and my liver and my kidneys were trying to detox from that? Periods are not supposed to be painful. this is a sick trick that they've tried to promote and push on us, because if your period is painful and you need to relieve that pain, what do? You're purchasing Motrin. I don't know if you guys ever bought Motrin, but it's expensive. Or Advil, or Tylenol, whatever you use to help cope with that pain. Since eating better over time, slowly, it's a process, y'all. It's not easy. It's a journey. Trust me. I know. This last period, I took Motrin the first day, and I started to, in the last year, cut down from 4 pills to 3 pills. And so the first day of my period, I took 3 pills 3 times a day. Was that 9? So I took 9 pills total. That's way less than 16 pills total. Just that one day. And then the second day, the third day, I still have primarily long periods. They've cut down to probably 5 days instead of 7. But I only took Motrin one day. One day. That means my cramps were so manageable the next couple of days that I did not feel the need nor had to take medication to prevent the pain. That has never been my reality. I've had horrible periods to the point where before I started on this journey, I would have my period, pop a Motrin, then it would like subside for a day, like during the middle, and then I would be getting sharp pains, scary sharp pains towards the end of my period. And it's so crazy because like I could literally see myself heading down the road of which many of women in my family have headed down the road in terms of fibroids and hysterectomies. And it's just like, I want to keep my uterus. I want to have babies. It really begins with what you're putting in your body. It's so crazy how just such a simple task we do multiple times a day could either benefit us or destroy us. And so this just isn't about looking good and feeling good. It's about true health, and the diseases and hurt and trauma that I would face later on down the line based on my eating decisions. And that's just so impactful, I think. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because it is possible to heal yourself, and it doesn't need to be a quick fix. It can happen over time. A slow and steady change in your regimen and your lifestyle can make a world of a difference. I've had one of the best periods of my life. I've been so grateful that I can bleed on a monthly basis. This is an indication that I can have children, something I so very, very much want, but life and God just hasn't blessed me with that yet. And I'm not playing about my baby, so I have to find the right person. I'm not playing. So I need that extra time. I can't be sitting here fighting the clock and fighting fibroids looking for my man. You know what I'm saying? I need that extra time. And I'm literally giving myself that. And it feels so good physically and mentally. I feel loved by myself. And I'm just so happy because something that you don't want is to dread a week each month, you know? It should be a beautiful spiritual experience because it is beautiful and it is spiritual and it's so special. And so yeah, I say all that to say, change your eating habits for the better. Start eating more. Just start by eating more fruits and vegetables. That's it. Drink more water and less soda and juice. And just start there. And I'm telling you, like, it may start out hard, but it can turn into something so beautiful. And when you start to see the different little adjustments and the different things that are contributing to a healthier lifestyle, you're going to start feeling good, and you're going to start thinking better, and you're just going to want to do it more. It's not easy. Nothing in life is easy, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it because I just had one of the best periods of my life, and I can't even like believe it, you know? Like one day of cramps, it's so worth it. But yes, I'm gonna drink my my coconut water, and then we're gonna go to the gym. So see y'all soon.
Yeah. Hand hit records on my demo. Did y'all boys not get the memo? I do not stay at the Intercontinental.